Welcome to SIS Stories. This is Miss Bacigalupo's English 10 class, storytelling under the theme, Enter, Return. This is Long Story. Listen to him talk about finding extraordinary in the ordinary.
So, every year since the year 2013, during the summer, we go back to Canada. We pack our bags and head to the airport. Normally, this step happens fairly early in the morning, so I'm fairly tired. We go through the process. We scan our luggage, try to reach our boarding area, and then we try to deal with the nauseating rides. Then our airplane lands, and we pick up our luggage and exit the airport. We had finally reached the nice, cool country called Canada. Then we went downstairs and rented a car to drive to our grandparents' house. After the long ride of just looking out the window at the burning ball of fire set in the distance, we had finally reached our grandparents' house. We stepped outside the car and went up to the front steps of our grandparents' house and knocked on the door. A moment of silence, and then a ray of light broke out from the crack in the door. The door opened, and our grandparents appeared, welcoming us with open arms. We entered the house, and I looked around at the red carpet that we were standing on, the cold blue ground underneath the red carpet, and looking down the stairs into the dark abyss of the basement. Then our grandparents helped us carry our luggage to our room that we would be staying in. And then we would be lured to the kitchen by the scent of chicken, where we would have dinner. After that, we would go to bed, and that would be our first night in Canada. Then in the morning, we would wake up, go to the bathroom, do what we need in there, and then head to the kitchen to eat a nice, peaceful breakfast. Then afterwards, one of two things would happen. One, we would probably go outside or to go shopping or for a walk. If we were going for shopping, we were probably going to go to No Frills to get some fruits or vegetables or something. Or number two, we do absolutely nothing. And by that I mean play around or sleep. So if we were playing around, we would play until we were absolutely forced to stop, like when we had to go eat or to sleep. And yeah. And one time when we had to take a nap, I tried to take a nap in the afternoon. I was gonna wake up sometime later that day, so it was a fairly normal nap. I slept at about 12 in the afternoon and woke up 12 in the next morning. 12-hour naps, normal. Sometimes we would go outside to go to a special place, like maybe a canyon or Banff, but this year we didn't. Sometimes our cousins came over and we played some games together. We played video games together, and we played against each other in card games. So there was this one video game we played, and the goal was to reach the end of the board, because it was a video game board game. So you would have to try to move forward by playing these cards that allowed you to play mini games with your opponents to move forward. So somewhere at the end of the game, I was about 3 steps away from victory. So close, yet oh so far away. And within my next turn, I could win if I won using this card that allowed me to move 3 steps forward. But just before it reached my turn, one of my cousins played a move back 2 card on me. So now I was 5 steps away. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I just needed to wait a second turn, but we had to go eat soon, so I wanted to end this quickly. My cousins and my brother let out a sigh of relief as they got more time to try to reach the end. And during this time, I counted how many steps I had to go before I reached the end. 5 steps. And I thought, there's a move 5 instantly card in this game. Wouldn't it be funny if I got that right now? And so I did. I just received it. I looked at this glorious card and looked over at my cousins, and they're like, and I'm like, as with the press of a button, I could end the game in an instant. And so I did. I watched as my character moved painfully, agonizingly slow across the 5 steps and reached the end. And with this pure stroke of luck, I won the game. So yeah, you should try to enjoy even though we knew that we were going back next year, it would be a long time, or what I consider to be a long time, before we actually came back to Canada. So, and in that time, things could change, and I might not be able to experience the same things the same way again. So, enjoy the moment, even if it may be very small,